Dun, 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 dun. Police came to my door, apparently after having spoken to the builder developer, neighbour across the road, who accused me of filming his wife and child. Anyway, I didn't know what they were talking about, and I said, no, I'm filming the council concrete crossover being built. And they said, well, why? And I said, for historical interest. And of course, later I speed up 2,000 times, put funny music to it, and everyone has a good old laugh. I showed them some footage that I had taken. The camera had been set up on a tripod and just filmed merrily away the construction across the road, and while I did things around the house and stuff on the computer. Anyway, it's really interesting because they accepted the story, and I said, well, I was quite happy to take, if the guy wanted to take me to court, I was quite happy to go to court. And they produced no evidence, no documentation, no film or anything of me sneaking about the bushes or whatever the hell I was supposed to be doing. Anyway, they seemed to be satisfied, and as a matter of fact, they were very affable and very sheepish on it. It sounded like they had heard all this before from others. Now, this guy who made the accusation is a developer. He bought the block, ripped down a beautiful old brick home, split the block in half and built two long, what some people say look like chicken sheds to make money, I guess. Anyway, after the old place, beautiful old place, had been demolished, I went over to take some photos to get a bit of a history of what was going on and just for interest's sake. However, he pulls up in his car, jumps out, wants to know what I'm doing, and then tries to grab the camera out of my hand while his wife is at the car taking photos of me. I said, hey, you just assaulted me. Let's get the police. And his wife's going, oh, get back in the car. Oh, no, don't get the police. And off they went. They charged off. The police were a bit taken back when I said that. And I said, well, I got it on CCTV, so it can't be denied. And it's up on YouTube. Anyway, I told the police I didn't worry about pursuing it. It was just stupid as far as I was concerned. And I added that Wollongong City Council caught him out doing illegal things on the property that weren't approved by council, so he had to put an amendment in. Us neighbours observe a lot of things. Even his private certifier had to come out and have a look to see what the changes were. That's really up to date. Have a listen to that, New South Wales government. As for this guy's allegation about me, well... And I told him I got sick and tired of this. Being a single person, I always seem to get picked on. Even a bloke had a go at me at Ostermere car park while I was waiting for a friend and the child to turn up. He told me to move away. I said, what do you mean move away? I was about 10 metres, 30 feet or so from his family, and they were having a picnic, and so what? I'm waiting for a friend. What are you talking about? I was too close to him and his wife and his couple of kids. Plus the fact I was using a mobile, for talking to a friend while I'm waiting. Well, as far as I was concerned, I was being accosted by this guy and happy to get the police. These police at my place even agreed that the guy was accosting me, but that came to nothing. But this has happened to other people, I've been told. Even a chap I know who's a grandfather took his grandkids to the park and someone had a go at him for looking at the children. I tell you, people are becoming paranoid, particularly young married people, and it's a way to set someone up too. Anyway, getting back to this story, so the police sort of seem to be satisfied, and they're sort of going like, well, don't do it again. And I thought, well, what did I do? So anyway, I put the film onto the computer and noticed that the camera, picked up something very, very interesting in the top left-hand corner that if I had known at the time, I would have shown the police. I'm sure they would have gone back straight across the road and asked this guy what did he think he was up to by saying these things about me. Judge for yourself. Come along, darling. Come outside and I will take a photograph of you and the child. Nice family portrait. Now, what I'll get you to do, now I'm going to go over here, and what I want you to do, darling, will you pay attention to me? Would you come back here, please? Look, I want you to stand there. Okay, and I'll take a nice photograph of you and the child from behind. Gee, I'm even photographing that camera across the road from this angle. What an amazing coincidence. Right, that's a nice one. Okay, now move over a little bit and I'll come over and I'll take another nice shot while you're facing in front. Yes, that's it, darling. Now, let me take a photograph. Yes, this is a nice picture of the back of your heads. This is really good. Now, let me go over here so I can take a reverse shot off the reflection of the camera lens across the road and get you that way. Okay. Nice big smack to go to work, and off you go to work. Have a nice day. And now I think I'll just go over here and I think I'll take a photograph of a camera that's taking a photograph of me. Now there you are. He doesn't like me taking a photograph of his place, yet he's quite happy to take a photo of mine. How about that? And he'll walk across the road and look very nonchalant. And the police said people can take photographs of your house and private property as long as they are in a public place. So what do you think of that? Anyway, there he is. He's going inside and he goes, I think I'll ring the police and say this guy's photographing my wife and child. Yet, having discovered this footage and thinking, well, hang on a moment, he's got a lot of explaining to do here. That was pretty well much a setup and rather astonishing when I first saw it. Yet when I rang the police, actually it was the next morning, I got a duty officer and they just went frankly, I sort of said, well, who I was and so on and so forth. And I said, look, I've got evidence that throws what this guy said about me completely out the door. But they weren't interested. She said, oh, no, they won't come out. They won't come out. They wouldn't be interested. They've got better things to do. But anyway, we agreed on the fact that I had the film as evidence, but really not a very satisfactory answer from the police. Pathetic. After all, this guy was trying to slur my character, and that's defamation. The idea is to get you to go to court, so you spend a lot of money, and that's the idea. Others have tried it and failed. So anyway, if anything further happens, I have this evidence.